Hello, everybody. I am Ann Robinson. Welcome to my channel where it is awesome to be Ann and it is awesome to be you. Yes, it is. And I am coming at you again with what? Another Soulful Sunday, and where we're learning our soul's truth and making ourselves self-aware of whatever it is that we might need to be working on and improving in our lives. And yeah, that's a positive. That's a good thing. Well, everyone, I've already chosen the card for this week. And why don't I go ahead and share it? I am focused. No, I read that as I am. Well, that's a twist. And it's not I am. It is am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? And then maybe you should say to yourself, maybe I am focused on what I'm losing. Maybe I'm focused on what I'm gaining. But what are you focused on? What you're losing or gaining here, people? Let's see what the card has to say and see what it's talking about here. Are you going through some change? Okay. Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. All right, people. This can get heavy. The one thing that I can tell you from experience is I've had 3 major upheavals in my life where there was a relationship ending. Let's say a marriage ending, a relationship ending. And with that relationship ending, you do tend to lose a few things. First of all, you lose your relationship with the person that you've possibly been with for years, that you thought that you were going to spend the rest of your life with. Not to mention that you may have children, and you as a woman might feel like, well, geez, this is going to be hard for me to do because I'm not feeling financially prepared to be a single mom if I leave this relationship. My financial situation is going to change. Certainly, it's easier to have 2 incomes than one. I remember when I was going through a first relationship change or marital change where I was leaving that situation. And I had an aunt who felt like it would be better if I just stay. Just stay and do whatever you want to do. You don't have to leave. Don't leave your house. Do you stay with somebody that maybe there are irreconcilable differences just because of material things? Can we look at things from a more, things that aren't so tangible, that are so valuable, like your peace of mind? Houses? Yeah, I've had several houses that I've walked away from. You can get another house. That's material. Material things can be replaced, but guess what? We can't. Some of us are in relationships where we need to make a decision. We need to make a change. Maybe you're in a relationship that is abusive. We all go through it. There's no judgment here. And maybe you don't need to stay in that abusive situation or stay in that relationship where you're being cheated on. or stay in that relationship where their love has left and it is gone, and the relationship is dead and can't be revived. For some of us, change is good, will be a good thing. It will be life-changing. And for some of us, it will save our lives if we go ahead and make that move. It's not worth it to be in a relationship where you are not valued, where you are not treated right, where the love is gone. What are you standing? Are you focused on what you're losing or gaining? Because I can tell you what, if you release what is not working for you, if you release that person that no longer serves you, that person that definitely does not care about you or what you're going through or your interest, who does not have your best interest at heart, that job that you're on that does not value you, that is stressing you out, and you're not getting anything out of it, you're not being promoted, you're still being breadcrumbed on that job that you're putting all your work and effort into, and it doesn't seem to be given a return on what you're investing into it. You can get another job. You can get a better job that's going to value you and pay you what you're worth. But you can't get that job if you're still going to sit and stay where you're at, not wanting to make a change. You're never going to get that one that truly loves you if you're staying with the one that doesn't love you. Some of us block our own blessings. We won't learn the lesson that's being provided here, that we need to what? Here's the lesson. Some of us need to choose ourselves. Some of us need to choose ourselves. Break the patterns that you've seen in relationship after relationship. You got to change in here. Change your mind to change your world. Change your current situation to get to a better situation. You're not losing anything, you're gaining when you choose yourself. Every time. Nobody said it would be easy. Nobody said that you were promised to have an easy life. Some of us chose what we chose knowing that it wasn't good for us. And you know what they say? Well, a lot of times is you made your bed, lie in it. Well, I tell you what, every time you lay in your bed and you get up the next day, guess what? You can remake that bed. You can make that bed up. And I say that to say, you can make that bed up. And it'd be a different bed to lie in. One that's going to be comfortable. That's not going to be uncomfortable for you. All right. What if you shift your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. There is nothing wrong with a new beginning. Some of us need a new start, a new beginning, a reset. All right. You can do it. If little old Ann can do it, and I've done it many times, y'all, it was time for me to learn the lesson, because I keep getting the same lesson and I kept not passing the test. I'm going to have more tests, and believe me, my antennas is up and I'm able to see clearly now. And I just pray that the next test that comes Anne's way, that she makes a choice to choose herself first, and I will. And I choose wisely who I allow in my life when it comes to friends, when it comes to even family, because I told you that betrayal has no real face. You know what I'm saying? Betrayal doesn't have to look ugly. That person could come wrapped up in a pretty present and with a pretty bow. And you'll think that's your gift when it's not. Many counterfeits will come your way before the true person will come your way that's meant to be in your life. You just got to be alert and aware. And when they show you who they really are and it's not good, you'll know that no, it's a no. And release them quickly so they can keep moving on. Pay attention to people. Be careful who you allow in close proximity in your life. Family, friends, co-workers, all of that. Pay attention, because everybody does not have your best interest at heart. And at this point, since this came up, somebody may be need to make a life-changing decision. And that life change will be a good decision. It's all the way you look at it. You're not losing when you choose you. You're gaining. You're going to gain a new start, a new lease on life, and you're going to make better decisions going forward. All right. Today's soul action. Today, make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. You can make a list. You can list your pros and your cons. And if the pros outweigh the cons, then you can move on it. Feel your heart. Take a breath and deepen into trust. Trust yourself to make the right decision for you. Don't consider anybody else except for your children, if you have them, when it comes to the decision you're making. And some of us need to make the decision we know we need to make because we have children and they're watching. And we don't want to give them the pattern that we have, passing it to them for them to carry this on. We don't want this to be a part of our legacy, that we're just going to stay in situations that's not good for us because we're tough. We're that strong woman. No, we're not. We don't have to be so strong. We can make a decision to move on. And it will be easy. That's hitting the easy button. All right. And then what does it say will happen when you choose you and choose to make that move that will cause you to gain and not lose? You're not losing anything. You're gaining everything. It says amazing things will come your way. Amazing things are coming when you make that decision. Somebody needs to make that decision. All right, I fully support you. And I pray that God helps you to make the right decision and that he helps you to then make a plan and then follow the plan until you meet that goal. All right. All right, everybody. That is it. And that is all. I think this was a good one for today. All right. Remember, God loves you. I do. God bless you. For real. Peace and blessings until next time. Bye, y'all.